Look who's with me today. It's my little Beau. Well, Jock has just stung himself on the electric fencing and disappeared. So we're now on puppy watch. This way and not this way. And I just think that's the most wonderful thing to see. So for those of you that don't know what happened, just before the big freeze, so about 6 weeks ago, Beau ran out in the morning just for her normal wee, her normal poop. She ran up the steps, she slipped, and she made this horrendous noise, and she basically paralysed herself. Her entire back end was gone, nothing moved. So we spent a horrendous day thinking we were going to have to put her down because she is one of the most active dogs I've ever known, and I was not going to have a paralysed dog or a dog in a wheelchair. It just wouldn't be fair. So, are you going to move? Are you going to show them? She was completely paralysed, and it was a heart-wrenching day, and many of you helped us out by donating to our crowdfunding just to try and get the funds for her to have an MRI. Now, as it happens, she didn't need an MRI in the end because she has made such good progress. After a couple of days, one leg started moving. Then there was a bit of movement in her tail. And after a week, she was hobbling around using a sling. And now she is really, really good. So by the time the MRI came round, they were like, you know what, she's doing so well, you don't need it. So we're now putting all the funds into her rehab, so she sees a physio, and the physio does some work. And also, because she's putting a lot of pressure on her front, she's getting tense in the muscles of her shoulders and the top of her spine because she's using all of this to kind of lift herself up. But as her back legs strengthen, she'll be a lot better. It's mainly only her left leg. Her right leg's really good. She can wag again. She had some continence problems, both with weeing and pooping. They both seem to have resolved themselves. So I can't believe the miraculous recovery this dog has had. It's because you're a superstar. Mwah, yes. Well, Jock has just stung himself on the electric fencing and disappeared. So we're now on puppy watch. I'm going to go and find him. But this is Beau. And I mean, for a dog that could not walk, whose entire back end was paralysed just 6 weeks ago, she's doing pretty good. If you watch her, the right leg, so the leg nearest to us is the better one. The left leg is still a bit weak, and she uses her tail quite a lot to balance. But she's quite extraordinary. The puppy ran all the way back to the car. Where are you? The puppy ran under the car. It's okay. Oh, you silly Billy. You silly Billy. It's an electric fence. That's why you don't touch it. It is. Oh, you silly monster. I did tell you. I was actually moving the fencing this morning and he was kept running in and out, but obviously it was off at that point. And I did keep trying to tell him to stay out. He didn't heed my warning. Silly pup. It took me 2 months to get Beau back into the field after she'd done the same, so we may have delayed sheepdog training a little bit because he might not come in that field for a while now. A few of you have messaged me about the Goat Maintenance Crew t-shirt, so I looked into it, and actually Teespring is extortionate in price. So what I've actually managed to do is I've managed to put the Goat Maintenance Crew t-shirt, and t-shirts only at this time because Amazon restricts you, but I've managed to put it onto Amazon. So if you go to Amazon and just type Goat Maintenance Crew in the search box, either in the UK or the US, it should pop up, and I've tried to price it as cheaply as possible compared with the astronomical rate that Teespring charges. I don't get it. I do want to bring more of the line eventually, so onto vests and hoodies and things, but Amazon restricts you when you first start putting stuff on there, obviously. So for now it's only t-shirts. I mean, it is only the US and the UK, but if you did want to get a Goat Maintenance Crew shirt, they are now on Amazon. As I say, just type in Goat Maintenance Crew and they should pop up for you. So after Sard barked the entire area all around here, he also found a gate that was left out in somebody's drive and they were going to throw it away. And so we put a little gate in here. So now you come over the bridge, down here, which the plants are starting to come alive. The acers have got some leaves on them. This acer up here is starting to bud. And then now we've got a little gate here. The sheep, if they were getting out, were coming from this field, down those steps and through here. So we've attached the gate so that it swings this way and not this way. So that if they do come down here and they push against it, they cannot come through. So yeah, I quite like this little gate. Takes us into our field. One of the things that makes me most happy is, of course, sheep. But even more than that is moving sheep onto fresh grass, because they just live for it. As soon as they see that new grass, they're off, they're grazing. And I just think that's the most wonderful thing to see. Happy sheep, happy grazers. And the same goes for any animals. You know, when you move the chickens onto fresh grass and they come out and they scratch, or you let the goats out and they go and forage. But there's something for me about sheep which makes me incredibly happy. Your best friends, are you? Ah, you happier now? You silly puppy. So it's amazing what a little bit of sunshine can do, because if you watched over the past couple of weeks, I've not been in the best of moods because it's been so cold and there's just been a gale blowing constantly and I've been feeling really crap. And you might have picked that up from the videos, and you might have seen that I only obviously posted a couple of videos last week and also the week before, just because it was so cold, there was nothing to film. But it's amazing what the sun is coming out again. This is the third day of sunshine. It's amazing. What's the matter with you? It's amazing what nice weather can do, both for your mood and also for the landscape. So we are down in the woodland, and the first little buds on these tiny trees are starting to appear. Now these trees are only a year old, and we lost loads last year because there was a drought right at this time of year, and COVID was there, so I couldn't even travel up here to water stuff. So we did lose a lot, but I'm hoping that over the coming months we will get warmth and sunshine and some rain, and this field will be transformed from canes and rubber tubes or plastic tubes to little mini trees. Now on the website, if you actually pop to the website and you click on the Get Involved tab, it takes you to the Conservation Projects page. And you click on the woodland, there is actually a site map of this woodland, and I've gone through and I've ID'd all the trees and where they are and the ones that are alive, and you can see exactly what species we've got and where they are in this field, and we'll be adding to it over the coming years. And hopefully, long after I am dead and gone, there will still be this woodland here as a little legacy to our farm.